at this rate, I'll just argue that God exists or something. Right? That's fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So both. Okay, fine.
then do that.
Now we're back to theism. So we're doing that. Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
Just give your argument for God.
Finally.
And then Monkey Boy will.
By God, all I mean is necessary being. Can we agree to those terms?
By God, well, I guess I'm skeptical that a necessary being exists, but I don't know what you mean by agree to those terms. I don't know what that's asking.
Okay, man. So I'll just get an argument.
He's searching up argument for necessary being as we speak.
No, I'm just getting a syllogism.
What is physicalism?
I might have been willing to talk about physicalism, but it's whatever.
God.
I'll just start getting out the syllogism.
Wait, Philosophy King, what are your actual views on Phil of Mind?
It might be an emergent property of the brain. I think that makes the most sense.
You can just give your argument for that to Monkey Boy, and maybe he can, give some criticisms or something.
Yeah, hold on. I just got to get the necessary being argument.
They're doing the T-jump quantum morality thing. Man, that guy's really dumb.
I had, back when I still talked to him, I had several conversations with him about that, and it's like, I know everybody knows that it's bad, his morality view, but it's much, much worse than you think.
By the way, you can't take this long, and all you come back with is the modal ontological argument. I'm gonna cry if this happens.
Yeah, so I said the syllogism in the side chat.
And look.
Oh, you're actually trolling. Okay, never mind.
Oh my god! It's not even worth it.
By the way, in terms of actual philosophical discussion, analytical truths are going to be considered necessary. This is just how.
Yeah.
I don't know you're telling me this. No one doesn't know this.
There's at least one necessary being, and by God, I just mean necessary being.
Yeah, that's just saying there's at least one philosophy.
Well, for clarity, what you mean? I thought what you meant by necessary being is some entity that exists.
Well, by necessary being, all I mean is one thing that's necessary.
Oh, then I don't disagree with.
Disagreement here, what?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that's a dub.
How's that a
Well,
dub?
there's not a dub. There's never a dispute.
Well, I mean, you agree God exists. It's fine.
Yeah, but that's just under your semantics. Yeah.
Wait, Philosophy King, I demand God to be a...
Well, he agreed. He agreed to the definition I gave. I mean, it's fine.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but you're just using necessary
your whole thing
proprietary way.
You're making fun of
Proprietary
Monkey Boy
way.
for all
That's not
uses,
true.
words.
I mean, wait. By proprietary, do you just mean this is just a me thing?
By being,
No,
you just meant
the standard way philosophers will use the term necessary being in the context of a discussion about failure.
You don't think?
Look, all you meant by being was a noun, right?
Abstract.
I thought by being you meant an existing entity. By being you meant an existing entity.
A philosopher, they aren't going to say one.
Abstract are not existing entities. I'm confused.
Sorry, what?
No, I don't take it abstract things exist.
So that's a view on mereology. You don't think abstract exists? I thought you didn't have any views on mereology. That's awkward.
That's not really. I mean, that's not really a view about mereology. I mean, maybe there are incidental ways you can phrase it as one, but not really. If I ask a philosopher well, what are views about mereology? What is mereology as a field? Nobody's going to mention if you believe abstract objects exist. It's just kind of weird to say.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be That's a
wait,
mereological view.
no,
That
that's
abstract objects don't exist.
that's a view of
That's not
substance.
what, I mean, you could look again. You could say in some trivial sense that it's a mereological claim, but that's just like saying like a dispute over like whether basketball is a good sport is like a metaphysical debate.
That's not
a standard way to term for you.
Yeah, that's not even a mereological. Like, I mean, maybe under the way you're using it. That's
If you go to mereology on SCP, and maybe I think it might even be Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy, you're going to find abstract mentioned in the page on mereology.
Yeah, I agree that the article. I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if the page mentioned the word abstract objects. It's not interacting with what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I mean, abstract. I mean, I'm just curious. Why don't you think abstract objects exist?
Like, I'm sure. Like what? Look, I'm sure the page might mention the word like I mentioned some animal like a cat or a dog. So like what? What?
Yeah, SCP. Read the SCP page on mereology. As a professional, I've already read it myself and already know that it mentions
Okay,
abstract.
so then tell
a
me like
professional in what?
you characterizing disputes in philosophy in like idiosyncratic ways. That's fine. But like if you want to
guess-
have
I guess
if
SCP
you want to
is
talk
using it in
about whether
idiosyncratic
abstract objects is just go ahead. Like stop wasting the time with like the
Yeah, abstract
categories.
objects are going to be considered abstract entities. I think you can make that, right? So I mean, this is just obviously talked about in mereology. So anyway, Joseph, you don't think abstract objects exist? Why not?
Well, when you say like, why don't I believe? I don't know what you're asking for. Like a causal, like reason for why I don't maintain the belief.
Yeah, Philosophy King, just give the argument. Come on.
Like I don't. What I mean by something. What I mean by something abstract.
Yo, is this guy serious?
Like what I mean by something abstract is something.
Philosophy King, that would have worked. That would have worked if you had the high ground, but you defined God as a necessary truth. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, problem.
Like, I mean, if you want to talk about abstract objects, I'm actually happy to talk about that if you want. But
Yeah, I think the problem with Joseph is just this AY script, like it's been showcased
No.
time after time.
Yo, shut your mouth about this stupid garbage. You just regurgitate the same nonsense about me copying this like AY script. No one's using no AY script. I don't even watch AY. I don't even know what you're talking about. Look, all I'm asking you is what you mean by simple terms, and then you're just like, I didn't actually look. The issue here was that I just tried to get clear of a view initially, and then I asked for the argument for the view, which was initially compositional
Yeah, the point is
universalism. There was no AY script.
It's just continuation.
Merely asking what you meant by the view, and then what's the argument for the contents of the view isn't a script.
Also,
okay.
No. This is just like on recording right now. I ask you basic questions, trying to have an honest conversation. Why don't you think abstract objects exist? What do you mean by why don't I think? It's obviously a Y script, but anyway, Bally, what were you saying?
Look, fine. If you want to have, look, fine. Let's just try to get somewhere. Do you want to like talk about the abstract object stuff or not?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you think abstract exists?
Yeah. Okay. So I think so for what ordinarily like philosophers want to say like abstract objects in a realist sense are supposed to kind of like represent so these the features of our language relating to like numbers, predicates, universals, etc. I think all of that talk can be explained in a very satisfactory way that's very simple. And so in light of those like simplicity concerns, that's why I don't believe they exist. Because I just don't think they're required to account for anything or explain to anything important. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, so let's just take numbers then. Are you gonna cash them out? What way are you cashing out numbers?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can give a very simple count would be like, I mean, numbers they're just kind of features of like our mathematical domains, pretty much. They're just like features of our mathematical systems. They're also features of our language in some important way. They can also be features of our psychological states, whatever.
Okay. I mean, I can understand that.
Okay. Okay. So why do you think abstract objects exist?
I don't think they exist.
What the?
But what is wrong with you? You asked me why I don't believe that abstract objects exist.
Wow.
And then
why does
is wrong with you? You're such a brain-rotted retard. Why do you join VCs acting so condescending and cocky when you actually don't know philosophy and then you just say retarded stuff that like no one else in VC, even like the fictional people who are watching, wouldn't say. Like no one's trolling. You're just embarrassing yourself. And you're dishonest and like.
You're actually confused about how someone could ask a question of someone's view if they agree with the view. Like you're actually just confused of how that works because you don't actually have conversations, retard. But anyway, as I was saying previously, you've already been debunked. God exists.
By debunked, what do you mean there?
I mean, You didn't give a refutation of my argument.
You mean
You agreed. You agreed.
the
with my
argument I agreed with
No, look,
from the
Monkey
outset?
Boy, he just means there's
You
no point.
agreed
He
that
just means
therefore
that
God have three sides
Wait,
that
do
God
you
He just
think?
means that on his proprietary definition of God, you agree that God. Look, there's no point like doing.
Proprietary
Wait,
definition
but
of God.
look,
God is a
I just want to
necessary
get
being.
clear.
No,
When this guy,
nobody thinks he looks good. There's no point even.
I just want to get clear. When you say that I
God is a
conceded,
necessary being is like how it works all the time. What are you
look.
talking
So when
Okay, then how do
someone,
you distinguish? Wait, Philosophy King, I have a question. If you're defining it like that, how do you distinguish it from like some necessary statement, like all bachelors are unmarried men?
Those are going to be considered God. Problem.
So there's the statement, all bachelors are unmarried men are identical to God.
All
I think
analytic
that's-
truths are all analytic truths are going to be considered God. So yeah, what's the problem?
Okay, yeah, this is non-proprietary, by the way.
I mean,
And
and everyone
the
uses
the denotation and the connotation match.
That the statement,
everyone
all
uses it this way.
bachelors are
That's not
unmarried men.
problematic.
You're a troll.
I mean, maybe get
You
Joseph to
call
learn
me a
philosophy
troll.
and not to agree to such an idiot definition. So anyway,
Oh my god, this guy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but anyway, Monkey Boy. All
He's
I was
not
just trying to say there is like nobody thinks this. Everybody thinks this guy's an idiot. Like nobody actually thinks he's doing anything there.
I mean,
So like, there's no
that's
need
just
to
not
even
the
like
case. I don't think
engage
that's
with
the
it or
case,
whatnot.
actually.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking that's the case due to my seemings.
You're not thinking it's the
All right,
case.
I timed him out for a week. That's enough. just fucking tune in next week for the same thing.
See, now it's
Well,
boring.
I mean,
I mean, now it's boring. Now this is
Yeah,
horrible.
that was a
Come
waste of
on.
time. I'm gonna go in my room in PNR.
Mustafa, why would you time him out? You obviously have so much to say. Like, that
No,
was a great conversation. It's progressing like really nicely. We're getting somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was like actually yikes. The fun is like I actually was interested in. I would be willing to talk about the fill of mind, the physicalism, or the abstract object stuff, but he just said he just never like when I was like, okay, like fine, let's talk about it, but then he had pretty much nothing. So
He's a troll. He's just like his whole entire like gig.